Trinidad is the larger and more populous of the two major islands and numerous landforms which make up the island nation of Trinidad and Tobago. It is the southernmost island in the Caribbean and lies just 11 km off the northeastern coast of Venezuela. With an area of 4,768 km2, it is also the fifth largest in the West Indies. Many believe the original name for the island in the Arawaks language was Iëre, which meant land of the hummingbird. Some believe that it was actually a mispronunciation or corruption by early colonists of the Arawak word Kairi, which simply means island. Christopher Columbus renamed it La Isla de la Trinidad, fulfilling a vow he had made before setting out on his third voyage of exploration. History. Caribs and Arawaks lived in Trinidad long before Columbus encountered the islands on his third voyage in 1498. Tobago changed hands between the British, French, Dutch and colonists, but eventually ended up in British hands. Trinidad remained Spanish until 1797, but it was largely settled by French colonists from the French Caribbean, especially Martinique. In 1889 the two islands became a single crown. Colony. Trinidad and Tobago obtained self-governance in 1958 and independence from the British Empire in 1962. Geography. Major landforms include the hills of the northern, central and southern ranges, the Kairi, Nariva and Rapush swamps, and the Kairi and Naparima plains. Major river systems include the Kairi, North and South Rapush and Ottawa rivers. There are many other natural landforms such as beaches and waterfalls. Trinidad has 2 seasons per calendar year, the rainy season and the dry season. Food. Trinidad is popular for its savory food options. The food is diverse, cultural and traditional in many cases. It is influenced by many different styles, such as East Indian, Spanish, African, Chinese and more. Over time it has been adapted and changed to what is known as Trinidadian food today. The most popular Trinidadian dishes include pele, doubles, roti, callaloo, fried bake and shark, crab and dumplings. Culture. Diversity is the status quo in Trinidad and Tobago. It is sometimes known as a rainbow island, or more fondly a callaloo. There is a wide range of ethnicity, religion, and culture. As of the 2012 Trinidad and Tobago census, the population was 39.5% African Afro-Trinidadian, 29.5% East Indian Indo-Trinidadian, 23% mixed and 8% other. Many of these groups overlap heavily due to admixture. For example, Dougla is a common term used to describe a person which is of African and East Indian descent but may self-identify as either group. Trinidad religion primarily centers round Roman Catholic, Anglican, Muslim and Hindu faiths. Roman Catholicism constitutes the largest religion denomination of the country. Some of the more popular religious festivals are the Santa Rosa Festival, Christmas, Easter, Diwali, Eid al-Fitr and Fagwa. There are also multiple festivals that are based around the music of the Caribbean and the steel pan, which originated in Trinidad and is the country's national instrument. These festivals include the world-famous Carnival, Jovert, and Panorama, the national steel pan competition. There are also places that can be visited that hold cultural significance, such as Mount St. Benedict and the Temple in the Sea. Zoology. The island of Trinidad has a wide biodiversity of both plant and animal species that are unique to the island. Native animals include the black-tailed tree boa, red brocket deer, collared peccary, red howler monkey, and ocelot. Trinidad has a rich avifauna, including a single endemic species, the Trinidad piping guan. Economy. It is an industrial island with a diversified economy, based to a large extent on oil, natural gas, industry and agriculture. It is one of the leading gas-based export centers in the world, being the leading exporter of ammonia and methanol and among the top 5 exporters of liquefied natural gas. This has allowed Trinidad to capitalize on the biggest mineral reserves within its territories. It is an oil-rich country and stable economically. Geology. The Venezuela Tertiary Basin is a subsidence basin formed between the Caribbean and South American plates, and is bounded on the north by the coast ranges of Venezuela and the northern range of Trinidad, and bounded on the south by the Guiana Shield. This Guiana shield supplied fine-grained clastic sediments, which with the subsidence, formed a regional negative gravity anomaly and growth faults. Oil and gas discoveries from the Pliocene Maruga group include teak, salmon, pui and galeota. These fields are mainly faulted anticline traps producing from depths of 1.2 km to 4.2 km subsea, with teak possessing a hydrocarbon column almost 1 km thick. See also, Trinidad and Tobago portal, references. External links, Trinidad and Tobago tourism website.